Question 2. Things that we know to start off with is that we have a sample of 110 passengers at a UK airport. That's potentially useful in a moment. So first off, we are looking for the skewness. So if you think about it as a normal curve, it's been stretched in this direction, and this direction is positive, so it will have positive skew. So for 2 part A, we just need to describe the skewness, so it has positive skew. Part B, we are asked to complete the frequency table. So, from looking at the histogram, we've got a distance here which is 5 and a height is 3. So what we've got in here will be 3 times 5. So that should come in at 15. What you may also notice is if we're just dealing with one box, then you've got 5 times 1, which is 5. So each little row is going to be worth one person. So here we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 whole squares, so that's 30, and 4 rows, so hopefully that's 34. 15 to 20, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 whole boxes, so 25. Here we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 boxes, so that'll be 20. And here we've got 4 rows times 20, or effectively 4 rows. So basically there's 2 ways of doing it. You can either do it as 0.8 times 20, or you've got 4 rows 4 times, which is 16. And if they add up, we should get 110, which is what we're told from our original sample. Okay, calculate an estimate of the mean. The reason this is going to be an estimate is because we've got grouped data, so we're going to have to do the midpoint. So for part C, we're looking at the midpoint, so the midpoint here is going to be 7.5 times 15 plus 12.5 times 34 plus 17.5 times 25 plus 25 times 20 plus 40 times 16, and then we'll divide all of that by 110. From a calculator point of view, if you go into stats, then you put in your midpoints for each one. Where are we? 25 and 40, 15, 34, 25, nope, 20 and 16. Then if you go into calculate one variable, check that your n value is 110, and then you should have a mean that is 19.2. For part D, you want the standard deviation, so that's sigma, so that is 10.1 is your standard deviation. E, we want how many people waited for a time greater than 2 standard deviations above the mean. So we know our standard deviation, we know our mean. So if we come out of that for a moment and go into normal maths, we want 2 standard deviations above the mean. So that's 19.2 plus 10.1 plus 10.1, which is 39.4. So 2 standard deviations above the mean plus 2 standard deviations is 39.4. So looking at our graph for a second, 39.4 is going to be somewhere in here. So we need we need the class width from 39.4 up to 50. So that will be 50 take away 39.4. And then we've got to times that by our height, which is 0.8. So 50 take away 39.4 is that, times by 0.8. So we are expecting we're expecting 8.48, so we're expecting 9 people. Above 2 standard deviations.